Welcome to Season 1 of Ciara Talks, where we dive into the minds and methods of high performers. I'm your host, Ciara Louise, and in each episode we will explore just what it takes to think bigger and perform better. Whether you're here to elevate your business, your mindset, or just your daily habits, you've come to the right place. Let's talk high performance. Tom Smyth, a warm welcome onto Ciara Talks podcast. I understand how busy your schedule is, and I appreciate you taking the time to come here and have this chat with me. Now, I'm already familiar with the exciting life that you lead, but for anybody watching who doesn't already know, tell us, who is Tom Smyth?
I'm Tom Smyth. I am a mentor. I am a public speaker. I have wrote a book called Fearless. I'm an entrepreneur. I walk with God. I am a dad, a husband, a granda. I'm just me, and I like just being me. And so many people think about all this hype and Tom's doing this and Tom's doing that. But everything you see, I've just made my normal life. My feet are planted firmly on the ground. At 51 years old, I feel the best and the fittest and the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Amazing. Tell us a bit about what it is that you do. A day in the life of Tom.
Yeah, so I do various things. So every morning I wake up 3:45, 4 a.m., 6 days a week.
Wow.
When I get up, I have a triple espresso. So then I really wake up.
Love it.
I journal for 90 minutes. I then go to the gym and do a 90-minute training session. If I'm going to England, I'll train first in the gym at home. And then I'll fly, and when I'm flying, I'll journal on the plane. And I'm addicted to being successful. Now, I really enjoy the hustle. I know everything and anything is possible when you believe in yourself. I've pushed past believing in myself. I also have a journey now where I have faith.
Yeah.
And I know that things are going to happen because I've got faith. I mentor and coach people all over the world. I feel very proud of that and very grateful for it, to be able to make a difference to other people's lives. I believe I'm the guy that unlocks people's genius inside their head, because they are the genius. I just unlock it. I am very proud to have a business partner called Farhan Malik. We own an international furniture company called Manor Interiors. We have a huge manufacturing facility in Dubai, and we're based globally now. I live in Miami 1 week a month because of that business. I'm currently building 400 homes in Limerick, in the south of Ireland.
Wow.
With my business partner, Jonathan Finlay and Dennis Corbett. We're part of the corporate group. I'm involved in a new deal at the minute, creating gas and electricity.
Oh, wow.
And it's going to be super exciting and massive.
So a busy man you are.
Yeah, but I call all this on. So I'm never at a point where I complain.
Yes.
Because I'm the one writing the goals.
So you're choosing to be this life.
I choose to have this life. And I'm very grateful that I've got a beautiful wife called Dolores. I've got 2 gorgeous daughters, Farah and Rihanna. And I have a granddaughter called Nova, who is just our world.
How old is she?
She's 2.5.
Oh, that's a lovely age as well.
It's just the best. My Farah, my youngest daughter, is the best. Rihanna, my eldest, is the best. But to have that little ray of sunshine in our life.
And kids teach you so much too, as an adult.
I'm reliving loving my kids to my granddaughter.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's magical.
I know you're a huge advocate, and anybody who has crossed paths with you will know that you're a huge advocate for mindset. I'd love if you could tell us a bit about that, the power of a healthy mindset.
Yeah, mindset is not a cliche. It is everything. And when you really start delving into the human mind and the subconscious, having a good day or a bad day is all down to you. What you concentrate on, what you think, you become. And when you hear some people speak in a negative way, they're creating their own life. And then there's an ancient Hebrew word called abracadabra, and abracadabra means I create what I speak. Yes. So people don't realize, if you're speaking in a positive way and you've got a positive mindset, you are the one who's creating your own life.
Absolutely.
And I've got to the stage now where if something is going wrong, I will not focus on that, and I'll start focusing on everything that's going right. Because if I focus on the thing that's going wrong, it grows. So I'm on a journey now, and I'm in control of my thoughts. I believe I'm the architect of my own life. And things just genuinely just keep getting better and better and better. But I am always constantly putting work. So obviously I own Dream Mentoring, you know, and I'm coaching people, but I'm always wanting to get coached myself. I'm always putting work into me and reading books, watching podcasts, I'm reading material so I can continue to get better, so I can continue to coach my clients better. You know, every day is a school day, but you got to be coachable.
And was it hard to get to this point of such a healthy mindset that you have, such a healthy look on life?
Like growing up as a kid, I was born in 1974 in Northern Ireland. In the Troubles, you know, self-belief mindset wasn't even talked about. Nobody knew. But just as my life started changing, and then I remember the book coming out, Rhonda Byrne, The Secret.
Yes.
My wife bought me the book. And since then, I've just went on this whole journey of self-development. I became addicted to it. And I want to learn more. I want to know the science behind it, the techniques behind it. And then I got to the stage where I was able to coach people on it. And it's just been this magical journey that's also brought me business partners, excitement, traveling globally, wealth. Yeah, it's been a whirlwind.
Yeah.
And I genuinely feel I'm only warming up.
Absolutely. You've got an interesting road ahead of you, I have no doubt. You mentioned traveling and business partners there, and I know you traveled to the USA and you formed a relationship with Grant Cardone.
That's right.
Would you care to tell us how that relationship came to be?
Yeah, so in 2019, as COVID was kicking in, my wife was quite aware that I needed somebody to inspire me. I was looking at different people and I couldn't feel the connection. I really wanted to be listening and watching content that of somebody that could ignite a fire inside of me. And then the next thing Dolores says to me, there's a guy on Instagram, listen to him, Grant Cardone. And I had just joined Instagram like halfway through 2019. I'd never done it before. So I started watching his material. His whole thing was 10x, do 10 times more. And then I realized there's an army of people that believe in doing 10 times more. And I then didn't feel alone. I thought, okay, there's other people that want to really do it like me, that are driven. You know, because sometimes people would say to me, you're too full on. And I was like, am I? It's normal to me to be full on, you know. So I wanted then to be part of Grant Cardone, all these guys. And I said to my friend in Belfast, I'm going to work with this American billionaire, you know. And my mate laughed at me. So I remember I spent $850 on 250 donuts and sent them to his office in Miami.
Right.
And I put a little note in the big delivery. And then I got videos from his entire office of everybody saying, thank you, Tom. They're all eating donuts. Please come to our office. And I connected with everybody on LinkedIn. I connected with his team on Instagram. And then about 3 months later, I got a video from Grant Cardone saying, Tom, we'd really like to work with you. I was blown away. I became a Grant Cardone licensee for all of the UK and Ireland. Okay. But I still couldn't go and meet Grant because COVID was here. So as soon as the flights were allowed to go international again, I was on the first flight from London to America. I went to Grant's office.
Wow.
I met him in August 2023 in his TV studio, and I had wrote a goal solidly 6 days a week for 3 years that I was going to work with Grant Cardone. I mean, I had lived this goal. I could feel the goal. I just got goosebumps. I could feel it. I could feel me sitting talking to him. So I had met Grant Cardone 10,000 times inside my head. So when I met him in August 2023, it felt so normal. I had the utmost respect for him. The two of us got on like a house on fire. We got it all taped on video. And I asked him, would you do an event for us in Poland? And we did an event in Poland called Show Me the Money, 2,500 people. We broadcasted Grant speaking live from Miami. And he come on live on this big screen and he says, hello, my friend Tom. And I said to him on screen, sir, I wrote this goal for 3 years that I would work with you. And it was just the definition of showing everybody that the way I teach how to write goals works. There and then I just sealed it. You know, Grant coming on and saying, hello, my friend Tom. I was blown away. But I had consistently wrote that goal for 3 years in the pretense that the goal had already happened.
Yeah.
You know, why did it take 3 years? COVID was there. Did I continue to write it? Of course, because I have discipline. And I continued to write it, and it became a reality. And now I'm super close friends with Jared Glant, the president of Cardone 10X. I've met Elena, Grant's wife. I've met his kids. I know Grant. And I'm part of that whole 10X family.
Amazing.
And in August 2024, they asked me, would you like to do the morning meeting? And I stood in front of the whole team at Grant Cardone's office and told them my 10X story and got a full standing ovation. And I felt just privileged and so grateful.
I can imagine. Congratulations for that.
Thank you. But I'm just part of a community. My point is this story isn't about me. From a thought in my head to a pen and paper and writing a goal, I continually felt it and believed it. I turned it into reality.
And I mean, manifestation is a trending topic at the minute too. Would you pull that into it, or is that a term that you use?
Well, yeah, like manifestation and visualization is so important. So when I write a goal, I play the movie in my head as I write the goal. So I live it.
And embody the feeling.
But you got to take action.
Yeah.
Embody the feeling is a great way to put it.
Well, if you don't take action, is it just a daydream then?
But
really?
Yeah, but and there's so many people want to manifest something, but you got to get your ass in the gear and go and take it.
Walk through the threshold. Yeah.
Yes, like I am a massive action taker. So I don't just manifest having a nice car or whatever. I go and work my ass off for the nice car, but I take action. I write goals. I think about the right things. And when you think about it, it's a very simple system. But most people don't have the discipline to follow it through. But now they're starting to, I think we're seeing more and more people wanting to delve into personal development because the best investment on the planet is investing in yourself. So
that might come from self-development is huge at the moment, and people doing the inner work to then be that person that they want to be.
I think it's great to watch people in the UK, Ireland, the rest of the world wake up to realising it's time to work on me.
And that's how you get things done. I mean, I think I heard you say before that you wanted to become an actor. I do believe you have a movie coming up as well. Is that something you can speak about? Yeah,
like I wrote a goal to be an actor. So I write a mantra page in the morning. I am this, I am that. So my first two sentences are, I am a warrior of Jesus Christ. My second sentence is, I am a sober man. I am a sober man. I say it twice to remind myself that I'm in recovery. But I wrote a sentence in 2021, I am going to go from magazines to movie scenes. I'm here to do it all.
I love it.
And my friend who was taping it at the time says, what is this? And I says, I don't know, but I'm going to do it. So I wrote it solid for 2 years. And I became friends with an amazing guy called Tyson. He's a movie director. He's an actor. And I had lunch with Terry and he said, would you like to star in one of our films? So I got a short part in a film called Rise of a Foot Soldier, which is quite famous and in the UK. And then Terry is doing like a new film at the minute called Tales of the Trap. And it's like Top Boy on steroids, London. It's all rap, suppose I'm too old to try and say what they really are. Like up and coming rappers and all the music scene. It's gangland. And I just done it about 4 weeks ago. I did my part and it's in the main part at the end. It's only a small part because the week before where I had a bigger part, I was with Mike Tyson. I'm not name dropping, that's just what happened. So I got a smaller part, but it's in the main scene. And it all came from writing this one sentence. I'm going to go from magazines to movie scenes. And through writing that morning affirmation of who I am, it then just became a reality.
Yeah, you'd have to believe in that too.
Yeah, it's about self-programming yourself. And the reason I done a video on it and a reel on it, it was to show people if you write something about yourself, you will become that person. So be careful what you think about yourself and be careful about what you say about yourself, what you write about yourself. So like if I'm writing something on a page, I have to write something great because I want to become great. 2 years later, it happened.
And how else do you do it other than force that to happen?
You got to have self-belief. You got to have drive. You got to have, what's your why? You know, my why is my wife, my kids, my granddaughter. You know.
I love that. You mentioned Mike Tyson there, and I know that you interviewed him recently as well. Do you want to talk to us about that a bit?
Yeah, it was great. So, you know, I got selected for it. I got a phone call 6-7 months ago, and I'm like, you know, somebody comments, says, look, we'd like you to get involved in this Mike Tyson thing at Dublin. And I thought, is this a wind-up? So then the next thing, a contract comes through. It was completely real. I've got a close friend of mine, John Neal, to thank for this as well. And it just became another episode of my life, and I am so grateful for it. I was able to spend some time with him, just me and him sitting talking. The man is a legend. And one of the things that I respect about him most is he has the definition of discipline completely sewn up.
Okay.
Discipline is doing the things you hate to do, but you do them like you love them. And like, what does that mean? That's like me going to an AA meeting. Sometimes I don't want to go to that AA meeting, but I go. There's times I don't want to go to the gym, but I go. There's times I don't want to journal, but I'll journal. Because right then when I don't want to do it, I'm hating on it, but I continue to do it.
And can anybody do that then, do you think? Or
you gotta find it. You gotta find it. Like people nowadays, unfortunately, I think find it so easy to give up.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that everywhere.
You know, it's stop giving up. It's not okay to give up. You know, and when I have a thing like my why, I'll never give up. But discipline is doing the things you hate to do, but you do them like you love them. And sometimes I'll get a giggle walking out of the back of the house at 4 o'clock in the morning and it's like ice or snow and I'm going into my gym going, nobody else is doing this. But it's my discipline that takes me out to do it.
It keeps you being that person that you are, too.
Relentlessly, discipline and relentlessness and doing it ends up giving you the results that you want. So in a world where people give up, stop giving up.
This week's episode is brought to you by Dream Mentoring. Dream Mentoring offers one-to-one bespoke mentoring programs along with group mentorship. You will gain access to an extensive group of entrepreneurs from around the globe, led by business coach and entrepreneur Tom SMYTH. If this is something that speaks to you, I have left the link in the description box. I know you mentioned in your mantra, you write, I am a sober man. You struggled with alcoholism.
I did.
Is that something you'd be open to speaking about too for anybody watching that maybe needs...
Just got goosebumps.
Maybe you're meant to speak about that?
No, yeah, and I want to. Like at the age of 18, I realised alcohol didn't work for me. So
you had only got to the legal drinking age.
This kid at 18 realised booze isn't for me. So from I was 18 until I was 30, I did not drink because I knew I couldn't have done it responsibly. I knew it turned me into somebody that I didn't want to be. When I turned 30, alcohol turned me into a rock star. I felt incredible. I felt confident. I love this. What am I doing? This is incredible. And I really enjoyed it. I loved alcohol until I didn't.
Okay.
Until if I had a bad week, I had a drink. If I had a good week, I had a drink. If I felt anxiety and pain and that sometimes darkness of ADHD, I had a drink.
Okay.
And alcohol became my medicine to take away the pain until it didn't become my medicine. Until it became this controlling liquid that was ruining my life.
And how was that transition for you away from that then?
The transition was one of the biggest battles I've ever fought in my life. I'm not going to be on a camera talking to anybody telling them it was easy, it was smooth. This March, I'm 12 years in recovery. And yeah, but I don't think it's anything to be congratulated about sometimes. You know, I'm coming up to this April will be me 4 years without having a drink. But I mean, alcohol was the biggest fight of my life. I never seen it coming. I was the kid that didn't drink and it just grabbed a hold of me. And it was, I can honestly say, I have fought a lot of fights and nothing compares to that. Because
it took you to high highs and low lows, I suppose you could say.
Well, yeah, but the fight that I had to go through to come out the other side was so intense. And I am so grateful to be out the other side. And here's why I came out the other side. See this strong guy who's disciplined and gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Wasn't him that done it. AA and Jesus Christ done it. I follow a 12-step program and Jesus Christ stepped in and saved my life. I did not do this. God was sought and he removed my addiction. I didn't do it. And I owe it all to God. I owe it all to AA. And I go to recovery meetings. I love going to AA. I love my brothers and sisters in AA, and I owe everything to that 12-step program. I owe everything to God. And for anybody who wants to listen to this, instead of me fighting it, because I fought it, I stopped fighting and I surrendered. I surrendered to it and then I won. And I don't take it for granted, one day at a time. And I can honestly say I live the life of my wildest dreams.
I really appreciate it.
If you want to offer me £1 billion right now, I would laugh because I would never take the money to have booze, ever. And, you know, I really am living the life of my wildest dreams, sober. And if anybody watches this podcast and they want me to help them or have a chat about this, send me a DM. Because even if this helps one person, my job's done today.
How amazing is that?
You know.
You're willing to help other people through the struggle that you fought so hard to get through.
I'm not embarrassed to talk about it. I feel it's my duty to tell people so they know if Tom, there's maybe hope if Tom can beat it, I can beat it. And like my battle was tight. You know, I didn't get it at an early stage of, okay, it's time to stop. I went right to the edge with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I fought it and I beat it and I won.
We'll jump back to...
Through surrender.
Yeah. I'm going to bring it back to business and ask you, what does the road to success look like to you from your perspective?
It's all about putting it in and putting the effort in. It's about showing up. It's about turning up. It's about being energized. Make your energy your business card. It's about being around the right people and having the right team with you. And it's, if you don't give up, you cannot lose. And as soon as I believe in something, a service, a product, whatever it may be, I will give it everything and I will make sure it works.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, how do you really win? Just don't give up.
Absolutely.
Don't give up, you know, and like, you'd be surprised what can come out of it by staying in it.
So what would
America's a perfect example. We went to America in August 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's seen me on Instagram going, Tom's living the life. He's in Miami. Oh my gosh, it must be incredible. It took us 13 months to get our first payment. 13 months and hundreds of thousands of dollars each invested in a business that didn't exist yet. Mm-hmm. And we had to relentlessly believe in our path that we were on, that we were going to make it work. And I got a phone call in November from a business partner saying, bro, you know our company that we work for, the big company, without me giving details away? Yeah. So Farhan lives in Dubai. He called me. I was in the gym at 6:10 in the morning. He said, bro, we got paid. And he said 1.2 hit the account. And I'm like, yes, bro. But it was 13 months of relentless behavior and thousands of emails, thousands of phone calls. My marriage been on the rocks a couple of times because my wife was like, I don't know if I bought in for this, Tom. You traveling all the time.
Oh, why?
And then the next thing, it went full circle and we won. And now we have multiple contracts in America.
That must be really hard to navigate, your relationship circumstance, if you're not there.
But it was. And I didn't want my wife feeling that she wasn't number one, because she is. But I just had to get it over the line. Mm-hmm. And now I've got, like, Dolores is so supportive. But there was a couple of times in 2025 it was challenging.
What is that happy balance for a relationship and work? Is there
I don't think there is one. Mm-hmm. And for anybody who says about freedom or this and that, I don't see it. Yeah. I love spending time with my wife. I love being on date night. When I'm on date night, I'm only with her. Like, I'm not on a phone.
Uh-huh.
I love spending time with my daughters, Rihanna, my granddaughter, Nova. But I am relentless on this pursuit. And I am doing multiple things, so I have multiple streams of income. I'm also doing it to create legacy wealth for my family.
Yeah, yeah.
I also do this because I like earning a lot of money so I can give money away. And I'm involved in a charity in Africa where the guys build wells in schools, orphanages, villages, and bringing people fresh drinking water in Africa is something that I'm so involved in. I don't really talk about it much because I don't like trying to get any sort of thanks for it. I do it because it's in my heart to do it. Mm-hmm. I'm involved in charities in Northern Ireland, and it's all about giving back. It's so important to give back. I think people forget that on the journey of success.
So what was the toughest part of your journey so far? I know the alcoholism and overcoming that, but from a business aspect, what's the toughest part for you?
Yeah, the COVID, we lost 6 million in 2 weeks. At the start, we lost £6 million worth of bookings. The booking chart just stopped. Mm-hmm. Of course it did. We were in a global pandemic.
Yeah.
It was the worst trading pattern from the Second World War. Everything stopped. Mm-hmm. I sat for a week and just stayed calm and thought, okay, what's next? As things started opening up of how this was going to be addressed, a global pandemic, I started making good strategic moves. As hotels closed all over the UK, I started putting out positive messages. This is the first time I'm on social media, by the way, 2019, 2020, never been on social media before. And I started putting messages out to give people hope. You know, we're in this together. And I definitely said F COVID quite a few times. Mm-hmm. So people would feel, let's have this, let's go, let's fight this. And the next thing, our company, because we were in a part hotel business, we were hotel apartments.
Yes.
We started making thousands of phone calls every week. And then the next thing, we found different industries that were allowed to be open during COVID. And our business stopped surviving and we started thriving. And in the middle of a global pandemic, I opened another 240 apartments and doubled the size of my company during COVID. And I just went for it. I wasn't prepared to look back after the 2 years of COVID of everything I didn't do. I did it anyway. I opened a mentoring business. I wrote a book. I doubled the size of my company. And something that was controlling everybody, I fought it.
So you made use of that time when everyone else played the waiting game.
I just fought back. I wasn't prepared to sit back.
Yeah.
And I worked harder than ever during COVID.
Okay.
I also had a commitment to all my staff and a duty of care for these amazing people, all to still have wages, and my family too. So I got the head down and just worked.
Absolutely.
And I always believe in hard work works.
Hard work pays off.
It does.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if you're going to the gym, if you're in university, if you're starting a business. Hard work works. It really does.
I'm going to bring dream mentoring into the conversation now, because anyone that I've spoke to that has had anything got to do with dream mentoring has nothing but incredible things to say. So to anybody who may be interested, tell the viewers, what does a one-to-one session with you in dream mentoring look like?
A one-to-one session with me is when we sit down and we'll do a bespoke synopsis of you, your life and your business. And at the end of the 90 minutes, we come up with a plan, and then we follow that plan right to the letter. I keep you accountable, and the results are life-changing. Like from coaching Molly McCann in UFC and going from an athlete who'd been damaged emotionally, turning her into a rock star, UFC #1. You know, that spinning elbow in Wembley, had coached her just before it. Like, when you can fix the mindset in a male or female entrepreneur or an athlete, everything is possible. And that's what my one-to-one coaching does. I'm also privileged to have amazing people on my mentoring course and a group course. And the most beautiful thing is watching other people win through your coaching is so rewarding. It isn't about me. It's about them. It's all about them. And I feel privileged that there's people that want to come on and listen to me. I also have an amazing colleague, Carrie Mulligan, who's now joined our team.
Yes.
And like, our company's going global this year. We're opening in America. And it's just, I am genuinely living the life of my wildest dreams. Like, I'm a kid from the street. I know this. There's times I have to pinch myself driving up the road in a Lamborghini. Hey, I'm from the street. Like, my levels of gratitude is just off the scale. I don't take anything for granted. Anything.
Have you had a mentor yourself, Tom?
Yeah, Grant Cardone has
he mentored you coaching?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. A lot of advice from him. And another lady in New York has coached me.
Was that previous to Grant?
She was after Grant.
Have you had any mentoring previous to like before, when you were first starting on your entrepreneurial journey?
I'm self-taught.
Yeah.
And I also have a PhD in the street. And I know what's required. I know about being relentless, the discipline, the hustle. I know what doesn't work because I've made the mistakes. And a big thing in being a mentor, you gotta live it before you can coach it. And I find it troubling sometimes until I don't, and then I'll let it go, that there's a lot of people out there coaching people who have never lived it.
Yeah.
You gotta be the entrepreneur, or I can't give somebody finance advice on development when we're building houses if I've never lived it.
Yeah.
You know, I do live it. I've built apartments and houses, and now I'm building hundreds and hundreds of houses. But it's my wealth of experience allows me to work with amazing people like Dennis Corbett and the Corbett Group, because it's real. And I just feel privileged. I don't have no regrets in life.
I mean, being street smart can be so underrated as well, because being book smart is one thing, but then when you go out into the real world, people take advantage, and nobody can say that doesn't.
Yeah, I have a sixth sense, and my gut feeling rules my life. I can see things coming before anybody sees them coming. But I am also, I put a lot of work into reading, and I've given myself different levels of qualifications through teaching me. So, whatever I have from the street is great. But I also know every day is a school day. You need to be taking knowledge in. Every one of us has to be coachable. But there's some people that aren't.
Some people who aren't coachable.
Yeah. Some people think they know it all.
Oh, and they just won't listen. They won't learn.
Like, some people don't want to take the advice.
Have you had experience of this through clients?
Yeah. I had an ex-business partner years ago who was uncoachable. Like, that man would have challenged a brain surgeon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it was just arrogance. And I had a famous client who would not take my advice, and we left on amazing terms because I just says, you're not taking my advice, let's keep our friendship.
Yeah.
And we parted ways.
Did they have similar personality traits, the two uncoachable people? Do you think it's like a personality type, or just some people think they know it all and that's it?
I just think sometimes it's maybe nearly a level of obnoxiousness where somebody cannot be told.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought I knew it all on my journey of recovery until I smashed into a wall.
Life humbles.
Life hit me.
Yeah.
And then the best place to start off again was rock bottom. So then I taught myself, you know,
how to climb back up because you can't get any lower.
Oh, well, you're told in AA, have you hit rock bottom? And they tell you in recovery, there's a trap door, you can go again. So there's another rock bottom if you want to find it.
We'll bring it back to business again because I know my demographic at the moment is a lot of young entrepreneurs who will be absolutely delighted to be listening to you on this week's episode. So any advice that you'd have for them starting out on their journey, any, as I call them, golden nuggets to pass down to help them kind of a kick in the bum to go right, because I know that's what you're all about. It's go, go, go. Stop sitting and thinking about it. Make your move.
Yeah, like it's definitely go, 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 but you also have to have the right mindset. You got to believe in yourself.
Okay.
You got to not listen to people that have never done it before trying to give you advice. Mm-hmm. That could even be mom and dad who love you. You know, do you know what you're doing, son? Or do you know what you're doing, love, to their lovely daughter? You know, don't take advice from people who have never done it. Mm-hmm. And if you really do believe in something, you gotta get behind it and give it everything. Like we do live in a world where we have social media, but if you want to be successful, you have to have the courage to get onto a camera and onto a video and talk and put yourself out there. Even for people that have successful businesses, there's so many people that don't have the courage to turn a camera on themselves and put their company and their business out there. You gotta do it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, self-belief, you know, and for anybody who's starting off, writing goals is the game changer. Mm-hmm. Because it gives you structure. You know exactly where you're going. You know exactly what you're doing. It also gives you purpose. And writing goals for me is the be-all and end-all. Mm-hmm. And I said it earlier on, I believe I'm the architect of my life. Everything I write becomes a reality.
Yeah.
If you've got structure, the rest is just, you need to give structure energy, the goal will turn up.
Mm-hmm. And have you got any upcoming events that people could attend if they're in the position to do so?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing an event in Dublin. I'm going to be doing a retreat. We just have to put the dates out. Mm-hmm. We did an event last week in the Merchant Hotel. It was a complete sellout. We ran out of seats.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I genuinely feel so privileged that I'm doing these things and people are wanting to come and listen too. You know, I believe success is about keeping your feet permanently on the ground and be humble. Mm-hmm. It's okay being confident, but be humble on the journey too.
Tom,
don't forget where you came from.
From my experience watching you online, you are that person who has been there, done that, tried this. So if anybody can come and listen from experience, it's from you, because you've tried everything. You've carved pathways that weren't there before. You know how it's done, and all you want to do is share that information so other people can form their own pathways to success. So where can people find you? What are your socials or your websites? Or if people want a mentorship program, where can they find you online?
Yes, so I'm Tom Smith, the entrepreneur, on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook, I believe. And I do believe there's a couple of fake profiles, so do not be joining. I also want to say this. I will never be on asking anybody to do a Bitcoin deal. It's not me. Be careful. But I believe I'm all over social media. And I also have Ciara to thank for that. And my PA, Ciara. But yeah, I believe I'm just ready all of the time, and I'm available. And if people want to join our course, please feel free to send me a DM, me and my team.
Amazing. So Tom is open for you guys to reach out and get in touch with him. It has been an absolute pleasure having you share your knowledge on the show, Tom Smith. Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Ciara Talks. If you loved this conversation, then share it, tag us, and let us know what your favourite insight from today was. Each season, the guest with the most amount of views will be invited back on for the next season, so your support could help bring them back here again. Sponsorship opportunities are now open, so if you or your brand feel aligned with Ciara Talks, then reach out at admin@ciaralouise.life. I'll see you all at the next episode.